Forest leaning in first and foremost, spotting out Dafu, forced to use those nades to keep him at bay and doing a little bit of damage towards the likes of Forest. It's Freiburg that strikes out from Palace instead. Yes, Thatcher drops in towards Dark. Wolfie with a trade, needs that double up. That's exactly what he gets. A third headshot, tapped on towards Heap in the front lines, and a long range position spots out the other player as well. Forest and Halzerk crossing. They will get the kill to a 2v2, but Bird from Sky is lurking for information and may even peek for a little bit more. Halzerk turns in at the right moment, and Manx now left alone on the site. A smoke down for him. The bomb is in his control, so they've got to fight back towards the man. Top of triple, desperately tapping on to get the kill against Halzerk, tagging him to 58 HP.
The clock, they've got to peak together. Forest and Halzerk have the HP to work with, and for Manx, he's aggressing forward.
He's going to catch the headshot of Halzerk as well. Is he aware of Forest? He must be at this stage. Now he certainly is. Top of Tetris still facing out in the open. 20 seconds. Forest has got to force the issue, and Manx will land the headshot. Get XXTATIC in with a pistol win.
That's a pretty good clutch coming through from XXTATIC. Both Wolfie and you could even sort of point Halzerk into that round, gathering a lot of impact, being able to get a triple kill each, that rotate being dealt with out from the murder hole. And for Manx, he does a very good isolation of his post plan at all. And really for Dignitas, they've got to start getting this map control, and he might make that aggressive play over to Con.
All spotting information, catching Dafu directly with a headshot. Advantage tips to the favour of the T-side line. From Arsene, Tech 9 of Freiburg, plenty of footsteps being heard up close and personal against Manx. Halzerk puts that Galil to decent effect, but only one kill found. Manx doubles up, Thatcher gets a kill, Wolfie follows suit, and last player Forest also being detected. Well held on the retake for XXTATIC.
It really didn't seem like that was going to be as easy as it was when you think about the pressure that Heap's able to apply, getting aggro towards the top of stairs. It's
dodge, smoke, can go down to buy him some cover here at Dark. Slight gap in it, could also be abused. He's thinking of going for a wide-faced swing. The nades tanking damage as Manx strikes first, instead through the smoke at a slight gap in it, catching Freiburg and dropping that bomb. I'm not sure if they're aware of that last piece of information though. Wolfie still sat at Dark, finally challenged upon by players, getting back out towards the CT spawn. Heap undetected actually. Manx gets killed off for it. He adjusted at the wrong moment, and that brings the advantage in for Dig. That bomb's still yet to cross, and Thatcher looking to drop it for a second time.
Oh, Heap's made this round so winnable now. Forest is ending off onto Dafu. This has got to be done. The CTs might try their best at holding off, but 30 seconds left on the clock. 2v4. There's no way this is winnable. Heap's play of aggressing forward and dealing with the AWPer, and then obviously turning around to make it a double.
USP to try and defend against them all. Dafu a little bit closer to the rotation positions. The smoke's going down, indicates some sort of mid-take. Freiburg still wins the fight. That could be round done again already.
What a jiggle that is. As soon as he reads that information, just a second swing back in, and you're right, just the USB to defend onto the bomb site. No chance that that's going to happen. Dignitas getting the right information there again. Freiburg being able to realize where that M4 is playing out from. But what we've got to keep in mind here for Dig is, so far in this year, Jay, they've had a very good run of forms.
Thatcher is already on his way in. Nades up, damage being done minimally towards Lecro. Blind fire through the smoke, catches absolutely nothing. Dafu overwhelmed, killed by Freiburg. Bird from Sky at least gets that frag. The bomb's got to get to the bomb site here. Could get sprayed through the box, but Manx opted to go for Heap instead. So they will sneak it in. Lecro going to get tagged to 5 HP in the 3v3 scenario. Halzerk has got to step up, and that's exactly what he does. Kill found to Wolfie and to Manx, and Bird from Sky in the 1v3.
Were you biting your fingernails like I was there, Jay, when the set execution came through with a punish by Forest?
Swing on, shot not connecting, tag to 71 HP to the AK. They're going to converge in on the B side, it feels like, with a split play involved. Bird from Sky are going to get overwhelmed. Rotations will be called in. They got one player backside and one in from Market. Third player could also join the fray. Again, 15 seconds, and they're only starting to make their way into the site now. Good adjustment from Dafu. Does find Freiburg. Lek with a responsive, and Thatch is looking for the bomb planter. Swing on, kill found. Double up the Forest can't be possible, so we can just sneak the plant in again, leaving it all towards Wolfie. Getting onto site, detected and heard. Forest can now call it in towards Heap. Shot from the pistol not coming up. The AWP not nearly as successful either. And the backstab just closes in slowly but surely, waiting for the moment to strike against Wolfie, remove him from play, and get the 5th round for Dignitas. Got Wolfie and Manx set, flashes over. Wolfie's going to back off. Freiburg will check the ticket booth, did not see that. AWPer, Lecro will catch Manx in over at the firebox. So one kill found. The bomb site has been secured. The retake's on for XXTATIC, but Dignitas are still making plays. Freiburg in particular. Halzerk finds his Fasher. It's a 3v3 from a 5v3 situation. Straight through the AK, almost gets that second kill as well. Wolfie and Dafu forced to chime in, and now Lecro left on the bomb itself. Back at default, over at firebox. Nade to his position. Doesn't even land. It goes towards Palace instead. Wolfie gets caught off for it. AK turning in against the M4 on for the 3K clutch. Does not make it happen.
A very good effort there from Dig. You can see
so far in this matchup. Won't make it 10 in this Palace position. It's Forest that might make it 2 of his own to make it 9 to equalize against Bird from Sky. Dafu caught off as well. Way too aggressive from xtatic. No util support. And that's the entire B-side defense as well.
Yeah, see you later. That was an easy sequence coming through. Lekro's cutting off the rotates. They get aggressive. Oh my goodness. How have we just seen 2 rounds in a row from xtatic to now just get one where it's a 5-on-1 advantage? That just felt like a breeze.
But he's being hunted down by the T-side line. They're already in position. He's got to take these fights. Lekro in particular. No, not even going to happen. All 5 players dropping for xtatic. And you can see an angle there. As Forest starts moving forward in the apartments. He did well with this in the previous round. He's going to go quite aggressive for it, and he gets punished this time.
Yeah, Bird from Sky's like, get in! Finally, we're able to find the advantage out to the apartment, but maybe not out to Tetris. Lekro finds that pick back.
He could find a whole lot more. Fortunately for them, the scaffolding is closed at Murder Hole, so he's going to make noise to try to get the backstab in. And Manx just dropped the bomb, so Heap's got more problems than a backstab to set up. Smokes in initially from the Palace player, trying to try and get out here for Lekro, caught off by Wolfie at the gap in the smoke, leaving Heap alone in the 1 versus 4. Spray through, comes up good. Not ready for the next player, Dafu, though. They're all trying to get picked up, and that leads to his demise. So xtatic will find 6 to 9. Bird from Sky leaning in onto the site itself alongside Dafu here on the short control. Flash and Molotovs being received. Dafu got to take the direct engagement and wins out that first fight. Not quite that second. Bird from Sky there for the trade. Needs a double up, but the flashbang catches him blind. Hallzerk credited with the assist. Bomb on site, 3v3. Retake's got to come in.
A perfect molly to the back of the site to allow Heap to get that bomb down without having that fear factor they're going to over-aggress.
Wolfie racing forward, Lekro out towards mid, will catch off the rotator, so it's all left for these 2 players in market. Flicks from the AWP, not connecting. Heat makes it a double, and Dignitas will make it 9-6 at the turn of the half. Flashes and a smoke in for the pistol setup. Look at Halzo, look at how aggressive he wants to get. He could find them all here. How many headshots can you take? None. Wolfie gets the opening frag at a half. Trying to look at the double up against Forest and Lekro here. Both players tagged up, caught out the ladder, and Lekro will eventually fall. Forest gets 2 on the way out, but even he's traded to a 3v2 scenario.
Going into the B site, Heap's going to be that first player on contact with the rotate from Market to try and hold it off. But Bird from Sky could cancel this bomb coming through once he starts to move up to A.
Closing in the backstab, Heap's going to be the main linchpin player from here. Wolfie faced upon, Heap turns out towards Manx, and as the last player of the CT side on the A site falls, now it's all left to Heap to clutch us on the retake. The rotation will get called in. Manx are going to be very aware of this. They're both going to hold the vertical crossfire. Smoke will start to clear. Bird from Sky hiding back behind the plant pot. Heap's not going to check it. Gets caught off for it. Bird from Sky with a double. And the ultimate alert that brings in the pistol.
They've already found their first, but there's any more coming. They've got the opening pick, and into the A site they go. They're going to have to deal with Heap in from window, who ends up getting a kill, but overextends too far and loses his life.
Fantastic frag for Wolfie. Deagle, Freiburg facing in from Tetris. Spots Manx. Misses the shot. Forest next to face. Dishing out some damage, but falling out of dodge. And Lekro at least spots 1 player at the murder hole, but now with the information on both CT players, xtatic can adjust towards this. Wolfie will look for the exit frags, in fact. Lekro detected. He's going to go pop shot off against Wolfie. 3k to his name. The Forest also being seen. Does eventually concede his life, so that's another AK dropped. Want to go back to try and grab that at the very least here for the T-side line.
Out towards a marker position. Doesn't seem as if Bird from Sky is going to be pre-aiming it. Not really overextending a massive amount. Seen him now. That Deagle struggling to get the final pick forward, so Bird from Sky is going to overwhelm him. And when we look at the Vito from Halzo, it could be on to get that first player of Wolfie.
He's set and ready for the angle that Wolfie's going to peek in from. His Manx that catches Freiburg out of Palace instead, forcing Halzo to reposition. Gets the trade. And looks for more. 25 seconds. Flashing against him. They're aware of position. The AWP almost catches the player with the bomb on his back. Flash gets tagged down. And finally, Wolfie can remove him from the round. With that kill coming in, Dignitas throwing the towel. They'll keep their weapons and save. Off-site, rather. Forest is directly on the site itself. Molotov's coming in. Forest going to try to smoke down a bit of harder cover. Lekro spots 1. Sprays against Manx, doing so much damage. Bird from Sky drops in, gets the kill, but Forest can get the trade. Needs to deal with Bird from Sky and drop that bomb permanently. A 4v3 game for Dignitas. Dafu next up to face and next to fall. Forest makes it a quadra as he flicks back 45 degrees to Thatcher. And just like that, Wolfie set to save.
Very far forward to gaining that short control to allow Bird from Sky to get into ladder. And Fasha's waiting for a repeak in con.
Oh, spray through from Heap, wins out the fight. Fasha falling effectively. They do catch off Halzo at 5 HP. Heap quickly baits and switches back in for an easy kill against the T-side line. Halzo follows suit on Dafu in Palace, and it's a 2v5 instead. xtatic falling apart so easily. Another one of these confident rounds for Dig.
It almost has that, and the run out from Palace.
Ready and waiting to receive. Here they come, diving down. AWP missing the shot, and that's all they're going to rely on here. Heat with 1 kill. Man's to the trade. Bird from Sky called out a connector. And Freiburg now to lean against the next 2 players. Blind spraying close towards the bomb planter position. Flash forward, but he's covered off by the danger box. So a 3v2 on the retake.
Yeah, Lekro's waiting for some aggression, and it might just come to him. A lot of damage being done. The HE not even required. Manx to clutch again.
It's on for the ace as well. Molotov to force him out of dodge. Forest and Freiburg in from connector. To attack from a very different position. Spotted now, sprayed through, connects damage, no more kills. 14 for Dignitas, 2 to go.
I really feel for Manx. He had a great clutch in the pistol.
This is going to look real awkward for them, especially with the nades dishing out the damage early. Fasher tagged the 35. Fast execution in from Manx now, spotting out Forest. Now at least getting that 1 kill. Lekro the responsive in Forest position. They trade places and they might lose the round for it. Hauls up with the orb. Gets back in market though. Maintains the amount of advantage. The bomb will go down.
Bird from Sky just can't catch a break.
He leans in to remove him from play. The perfect one-tap. Wolfie on the box. Gets his kill. Is aware of Heap. Is unaware of Freiburg. Backing off to try win that fight, but doesn't make it happen. Heap with a triple. Dignitas now on map points.
Heap's doing well.
For the CT side, Heap's trying to extend his numbers. 26 frag deep so far. He is top fragger for Dig by a country mile. He's looking for others. Halls looks to change that. 2 picks in, 1 bullet fire. Collateral on Fasher and Manx. Wolfie at least finds the trade, but now it all rests on Lekro to defend that B site. Nice nade, doing a ton of damage. Bird from Sky and Dafu are goners. Dafu at least find a responsive, but Halzerk is so quick to the trigger, and 20 seconds to get into the bomb site to try and extend the lifeline of xantarespeek here on this map. Orb shot connects perfect. Wolfie 1v3, AK in hand, swung upon. Halzerk at least missing that shot, but the CTs know exactly where he's at. 7 seconds to plant the bomb. Sprays through. Flash is keeping him blind. Backed off. He's out of time. He's out of this round. And xantarespeek are out of the map. And Glocks in towards mid. Taps of Lekro spotting all 3 players, only catching one of them. Fasher down to 86. Freiburg and Forest with a crossfire held out in CT. Spawn. Bird from Sky catches the man. Forest can now swing. He's not getting kill shots though. Finally, Dafu does get overwhelmed. Now Lekro left alone here towards this donut position. His opponents are challenging him directly from the bomb site itself. Fasher gets away with 1 kill. Max finally overwhelms the man at donut. Fasher with another follow-up. Heat with 2 taps actually. Bird from Sky. Low HP dealt with. 3 kills to Heap's name and a smoke down. The bomb's not even planted for the T side here. He's going to tap it. Backstab's being set up on the CT spawn, and Max eventually swings out to get his pistol victory for xantarespeek.
Again, not many too surprises with the way that... Oh, dropping this bomb from Dafu.
40 seconds left. Lekro facing in a Dafu. Does indeed drop that bomb. Looking for Wolfie next. Easy 2 picks. Freiburg capitalizes with damage to 2. Kill on 1. Heat follow suit on Max. And there's one of those trademark confident rounds from Dignitas. Exploding to life when it matters most. xantarespeek will concede their first.
But he just jiggles. He doesn't overextend at all. Very well played there from Lekro for info.
Looking against Wolfie next, who does face that AWP, eventually take the man down. Freiburg now having to play on-site anchor. Teammates are on the way forward, but the Molotovs will drive him away from the back box. There's no smoke to extinguish. They'll know exactly where he is. He somehow gets away with the kill against Bird from Sky. A last-second bullet in the last tick of his life. The bomb will go down, though.
To allow Lekro to start pushing forward and to get caught off by the AWP. And then with that, you just have to be very pleased with the... At least they've got the stack in play. 3 down towards the B site. xantarespeek going to be running into the mass defense.
AK forcing forward, reaggresses, almost lines up 2, just gets the 1. Forest now on site. 1 player outside of the site on long control. Flash in, he's going to be completely blinded. Max, the same situation, and Forest somehow again comes up with an unlikely kill. A 3 versus 3, and he hears the rotates back to the A site.
Information gathered. Lekro's just got to try and stall for time. Perfect position to deal with these donut players. But Wolfie gets the entry, and now they can get the bomb down.
His dry peaks have been fantastic thus far. Bomb should get planted, covered off against Halzerk. He still finds Fasher. He's very aware of where Dafu is. Can isolate the kill as well. Wolfie, all that remains against 2 low HP CT individuals. The flick against Halzerk isn't there. The bomb is out in the open, and there's no smoke down that can go towards donut. Flash in, might blind him off. He goes back to the left-hand side, still spotting for that bomb information. Halzerk on the defuse, and Forest gets a 1-tap. Another kill to his tally, and Dignitas get 2.
And they did a lot right.
And Lekro's hunting for another good frag back from the back lanes. The bomb will get planted in the interim, so there should be at least some money bonuses to work with. Wolfie getting a lot of damage being done towards him with that Molotov, trying to extend out alongside Banks, getting Lekro to the 4v3.
Very promising here for the D side, just to stall for enough time. But now the util's coming through. This is where the retake's going to show its full force.
Smoke down, flashes in. Another one will come through from the CT side, a third one, in fact, thrown out towards that short position, but Manx still gets away with the kill. Blind for the smoke, head connected to Freiburg, 2 left standing now for Dignitas. Damage being done, Heat caught off by the P250 Fashion, forcing him off the defuse, getting info towards one man, but now they're dead out of time and dead out of the round. Forest will get an exit, Fashion still hunting for one more player on Heat, knife pulled out, kill gets found, Forest doesn't get caught in the bomb blast, Fashion does though, xtatic find a steal. Turn around by xtatic, who find their opening duel, and Lekro suddenly feeling very isolated. Has got Hallzerk swap out towards Donut, but hearing footsteps in at main and at temple. He does get away with a kill on Manx, but Hallzerk drops, so Lekro's with it all to do, and he just can't hold on forever. Freiburg at least gets one trade, but now Molotov out towards temple, taking a bit of damage. But depending on timings, Freiburg somehow wins that fight. What is that?
Oh, this is so winnable now. 2v2.
And the timer's so low. Flash in, Wolfie gets caught blinded, almost falls to the hands of Heap. They've got to force the issue now. They've seen the bomb for permanence, but he catches Freiburg. Should be aware of Heap's position. Nades up, not getting the kill shot damage. Dafu's got to come up good, but Heap isolates both 1v1s and clutches the round for Dignitas.
Had weapons in play, like they're bringing forward into round 11. Wolfie with the AWP waiting for a jiggle and overextension in from Candles. At least that info with a flash gives them the idea that mid control's been established, but they lose Hallzerk in the process.
What a start for Bird from Sky. Electro does get a spray back on trade. Map 10 versus MP9, and ultimately the MP9 will lose to the AWP instead. 4 versus 2. Forest drops the bomb carrier once again. It's Fasher with a responsive, and that leaves Freiburg alone. M4 picked up for his own part. 1v3. He's going to try his hand at this clutch, it seems. Bird from Sky could get caught off. Wolfie undetected. Bird from Sky repositions, but no, they hear the footstep. They want to try to go for the double face swing and get the kill against the
xtatic into taking this Candles control. Having that wrap play into the A side. Wolfie's got the AWP, but his teammates are nowhere near him.
Doesn't need teammates. Get the shot on Hallzerk and play the lurk play. The rotation's coming in. It's going to draw attention away from that A site. Forest and Lekro. Very passive. Lekro on site. Forest expecting some sort of backstab in from mid. Lekro faced upon Manx, gets the kill. 3v3 we go. Forest could still deny this from here. Manx with his back tone in particular could end up dropping. Fasher does get the bomb plant down in the end. It's a known entity. He needs Wolfie to rotate all the way back from main, but Fasher wins the fight on Heap. Makes it a bit easier for him as Freiburg trades. Wolfie responds 1v1, checking out that A lane, spotting the shoulder bait, and Freiburg somehow forces the shot to come through. Leaning out from Wolfie once again. Freiburg has Dominion on sight, but that flick is fantastic. 3k for the man. xtatic gain 9.
Yeah, nice.
Sat back Forest ahead of the smoke. Smoke's coming in against him to continuously block out that donut entrance. Flashed in against Bird from Sky, gets the kill. Max will also end up dropping. And once again, it's that 2k sequence. It's that quick peek in from the CT side that gates the early man advantage.
Yeah, they did have that advantage, though. Only a couple of rounds ago, and look how it panned out. Wolfie was there to get the clutch forward. And Forest with another kill out from Donut. He's still at 100 points of health.
Freiburg. Hallzerk could line up. They've been spotted. Hallzerk will fall for it, but Freiburg is now well aware where that bomb is, including the AWP. Fasher's got to act towards the B site, but as he goes down, Wolfie's left alone in the round. A 1v4 for the ace clutch.
And with the information given through, he can adjust himself off the off angle. Wolfie's got to get the quick flick in quickly. Doesn't happen. 5th on the board to come through from Dignitas. It's an okay util to aggress further forward, so a lot of dry peaks in these backlines and what's going to happen for the T's.
He will sneak forward to the smokes. Nice flash in. Daffler's going to see all sorts of players. Freiburg somehow gets away with a kill. Wolfie forced to act now with Manx still closing in on the backstab. No defuse kit in for the CT side. Forest, a detected entity for Manx. He's at least reading it here. Checks out position. Can't get a headshot though. Wolfie again left a clutch with Julie's in hand rather than the AWP. Time has ticked too far on the bomb. And it looks like Dignitas will break the pistol win streak of xtatic. Get their sit from the T-board.
10 down with the AWP of looking to ramp rather than falling back and playing passive. How wide does he go? Oh, he gets capitalized on the mistake. Oh my goodness, this round done.
Makes it 2 and 3. Taps to the headshot. xtatic. xtatic haven't found their chance to shut them down. Of course, not a lot of cash still left in the savings. At least one exit frag can come through from Manx. Grab that AK if possible. Being hunted by the T side coming in from the spawn itself.
So keep an eye on what happens on the later round and how that actually comes through.
Freiburg in, forced out from Bird from Sky and Thatcher, who both peaked together. 1 trade lost, but 2 found by Heap and Lekro. They've opened up the ace site. Dafu left alone towards this donut position, and Thatcher gets caught off. Oh my god! Dignitas have done it again!
They sure have. That is a great play from Lekro. He's the only one. He's the lurk on A, and he's got a couple of kills. He might even be on for more. Can he get the triple? Not quite onto Manx. The information is there, and he thinks he's going for a ruse. He's going back over to B. He's got to save his weapon again. There's no way that he can get the bomb plan in immediately.
In a while since we've seen last second X's they worked out for Dig previously. They are taking their sweet time with this though. 7 seconds. The bomb isn't even on the site. It gets there now. No, sprays through smoke. Okay, not even going to attempt it. They just go for the coordinated retake instead. Bird from Sky taking a bit of nade damage. Hauls up with the AWP, leans in. Sees one player, catches Wolfie up against Dafu next. And xtatic are getting picked apart again. They had the advantage in this round. Dignitas once again pulling it back, and Hallzo's on for the triple. Finally, Bird from Sky shuts him down, but needs to get 2 more. Again with no kit. Orc picked up. He's running for the hills. Dignitas finding 6 in a row to gain control of this T side. Again, Bird from Sky will take exits, but the rounds are just not coming through for xtatic.
Oh, the hunt from Lekro, trying to catch off the AWP, knows he can go hunting, so much money in the bank, try and make it more uncomfortable for the CTs, just missing that timing, so Bird from Sky is going to hold on to it. But
steps heard. Bird against Lekro, sees the man, gets his second kill. Okay, this is far better for xtatic. The FAMAS Dafu even gets involved. 1 pick back for Hallzo, maintains a 4 versus 2, but the CTs are closing in for the retake at least.
Need to get some picks in quickly just to get the bomb down.
Shots of the AWP bringing out Hallzerk, tagged up, Forest taken out for permanent, and Manx will close out against Hallzerk himself. So finally, essentially, teammates make their way up. Manx is now up close to the site. FAMAS involved next. Gonna take face against Heap, get that kill. All important, 3v3. Orpa looking for the man around the corner, gets the shot back. Dafu now spotted, and he gets the kill to Forest. Hallzerk can't get the trade, and the bomb's been dropped on the site itself. He's got to be the man to go for the plant, and Wolfie and Dafu account for both site and backstab. 12 all. xtatic will just equalize. All a case of timing and where he peaks at which time. I think he might be being watched here. No, apparently not. Freiburg gets caught for it. 3v3 we go. And with that indication of commitment towards the A site, they will rotate very quickly. Manx put out towards the lane. Smokes down. Eventually should enable the plant to come through. Bird from Sky peeks ahead of it. Hallzo somehow gets it in. Bird from Sky so blind. Lekro can come away with a kill. Manx sort of responsive in a 2v2, but Hallzo's finding his way into the backstab. And now Manx is all that remains. Caught off by Lekro. Dig have the lead again, 14-13.
Mate, the
ball. They must have heard that. Peeks into the but catches information, not quite the kill. Lean forward, a Bird from Sky alongside Wolfie's AWP. They'll crossfire, hold down Freiburg, and Heap get the 5v3.
Just when Dignitas think that the NWP's missed, that they can strike, they start going through into the crossfire, and now it's a 5v2. Fashion getting dinked down through that wallbang spam, but it's still not enough. This is looking desperate for Dig, and looking...
Dafu spotted, spray from Lekro, can't get away with a kill back. The Molotov might indicate where he's going, but as Hallzo falls, that's their last chance. Dignitas have Lekro in the 1 versus 5 here to try and hold a clutch against them. Gets Dafu at least, and Manx known here on the site. Backup has quickly arrived in from spawn. Behind the big box, flank in, headshot does get isolated. 20 seconds though, he's got to go for the bomb plant. And I think he knows he might be left out of this one. Time's just ticking too far back. Does manage to get towards site at the very least and try to secure a plant here. Tap on the bomb. 2 players to peek it, footsteps heard, sprayed through, damage done, no kill. xtatic find map points. Sits with the T-side line, CT's on rotate hard and fast back into the back lanes of the site. Shots ringing out from the AWP here. Wolfie looking for his pick back. Basher and Manx peek together and they just line them up. Manx with a TK involved. It won't matter though. The pistols don't work. 16-14 and that's the bottom line. xtatic doesn't fall back at all, just tanks. He goes out into the open. That's a bad move. Bird from Sky turning away from one man, spotting 3 of them now. Needs to take Freiburg down. Indeed, he does. Damage done towards Lekro and Hallzerk as they somehow maintain 5 players alive on the xtatic force. The bomb being dropped in the open, and now they look in against Forest and Heap. Forest and Heap get the 2 kills between them. 4 people, 1 trade. Forest with a double up. Needs to get that triple. Manx and Dafu get a couple of trades. Hallzerk brings it into a 1 versus 1. But that bomb's still in the open, and Dafu unawares of it. Didn't see the man at Coffins. His back turned towards the site. Hallzerk takes a fight, and Dafu wins it with a 1-tap, brings in another pistol for xtatic.
Another clutch in the pistol, very similar to how things for Dignitas, apps pop, or any presence out of boiler, they might just get ripped apart.
Flash and smoke down. Dafu turning away from a second flash, allowing Heat to get the kill in. Freiburg followed suit onto Wolfie, and Forest takes down Manx. This might be the conversion still you were looking for, Dwayne, as Flasher will get a full circuit. At least Bird from Sky will make his way into the site. Potential, and Lecro just domes in with a deagle. Flasher in a 1 versus 3 now. Has Freiburg's head spotted at least. The incendiary should force him out in the open. He's 1 HP, but a counter Molotov comes down to drive Flasher back. He will extinguish that. Try to look into that bomb site. Needs to get a full-on clutch at this stage. No backup for him. We'll check site, check pit, caught off with a couple of tags from Freiburg, and now he falls back to save. Here comes the execution. Fasher backed up behind the stack. Molotovs in. Fasher gonna get out into the open, try and face it against them. Hulzer burning. Bird from Sky alive. Heat follows suit. Manx in the midst of the smoke gets away with 1 kill. Damage done to the second round. CZ forcing forward. And the last player left of Dafu is very far away. 1v3 for him. Dignitas storming down at the B site and gaining all sorts of control. This will be a second for the T side. Line ECSTATIC. Dignitas get away with that second in a row. Great responsive on the conversion. The force buy.
At top banana, after they've already been naded, they're going to hold it. So this means if another HG comes through or a wide swing comes out, could be difficult. Hulzer, does he clear it again? He's even pre-aiming it. Very well done to not get baited into that play of thinking there's only one individual there.
Lifelines are available for both squads in the next round, but ideally not to go that far. Molotov's in against Manx, should be able to maintain himself with the smoke. No exits to be found against the ECSTATIC. Play for the CT side. Smoker arches down towards Moto, I believe, as well, suppressing all contact inside of that long position. The AWP of Wolfie on short at pit, however, lands on Heat. Pulls up there with a trade drop in from one T-side player. Forest can't quite make it a double up. Manx ends up with a kill, but no more than that. Hulzer trades it. ECSTATIC again are forced out of the round.
It's looking fiery here for Dignitas. Just with those entries, the way they're peeking off one another, making it so uncomfortable.
A 5th to the board. ECSTATIC. 2 weapons saved. Max side, so it's all out of the A defenders now as they receive utility. Rotations are inbound as they push up towards Banana. Will clear out mid as well as all on the short presence held together. Forest with his kill. Orb shot of Wolfie missing Dafu. Playing linchpin. He gets away with 1 pick, no more than that. Wolfie's got to try him into a 2 versus 2. 8 seconds, and they do overwhelm back to a 1v1. Forest got to go for the bomb here. Got to get it down. 4 seconds. Center at a site. Fasher should be able to deny. He's going to wait though. Allow Forest to secure it and swing out into the open. Forest with an angle held. Sees a pixel. Spots the man. Doesn't see him yet. The adjustment of the taps and the burst not quite good enough as Fasher will hold the clutch.
Oh, gap in that right-hand side of the smoke. That's what the CTs can work with, and Manx is actually taking a lot of damage. Dig Noah and try and get that bomb over. Instead, it's the HE from Heap that catches him off.
Balls like tagged down by it all the same. Dafu forcing forward here. Ahead of the coffin, spotting Forest to the bomb on his back, takes that kill. Hulzerk responds. Letcrow also known. 2v2 scenario. Dafu forced on a reload. Wolfie gets up to coffin with the AWP, trying to hunt for the man back out towards Banana, but Dafu takes the player at Shire. 3 kills to his name. Wolfie gets 1 more in the turn, and ECSTATIC flying 4. Half invest. Wolfie peeking in with the AWP out towards long this time, trying to find the angle. It's Heat with the deagle that catches Bird from Sky. Fasher, meanwhile, aggressing very far forward, and that's 2 kills for no trades.
Oh, double entry coming through from the deagle, and now Wolfie's just trying to get here to the right position. AWP on the bomb site, waiting so long for those rotations to come to find impact.
He misses that second kill though. Manx is forced to respond to the lurker. Incendiary from Dafu might force Heap away. Will keep Hulzerk from planting the bomb for now. Needs to get planted relatively soon. Dafu with a swing out and swings right into the hands of the AWP. Forest back turn though. Manx could still find the line to work with. It depends on how this kill comes in. The bomb plant should be secured from here and now. It's opened up. Manx can still deny it. He's going to try and do so. Oh my god, he's got a kill, but not the follow-up.
And this is one of the first side. They've read the stack well.
Smoke cross and Coffins, Molotov in it. Nubox going to get a little bit close towards Bird from Sky. The Dealer, Dafu still strikes against the man. Bird from Sky will get dealt with. Dafu drops and the player at Darker Fasher is all that remains. 3v3 as he finds Heat, gets Freiburg as well. Challenge Forest for the triple, but not quite go for the quadra. It's Letcrow instead against 2. 7 seconds. Wolfie in the midst of the smoke gets turned upon, and Manx now SMG pulled out. Oh, he's faked it! Letcrow adjusting to the headshot, finds the triple, and finds the half for Dignitas.
Just to try and play retake.
What he'll do, gap in the smoke though, couldn't find a frag. Forest sees him first, gets the kill in. brings it into a 3v3, make it 2 as he spots Manx out towards Banana. Man advantage for Dignitas. They're going to have to go in for the retake anyway here, xtatic, but as Dafu falls, it's Wolfie left alone, 1v3. 10 seconds, the bomb's got to go down here soon. I hear it coming in for the man. Will he try to go for wallbang attempts? It could be his best chance, but even that's too far out for him. Lecro has the angle, has the damage. Wolfie can at least get the kill, but so much more to get done. He has a kit this time at least, but needs to win these fights against Holzerk and Forest. They could line up for him. M4 spray, that's another one. 2K to his name, triple for the winner of this clutch in the 1v1 scenario. And Forest revealing very little info. Wolfie taps the bomb once. Forest thinking of the peak, but calls his bluff. Second tap with the stick. Forest with a swing. He gets the headshot. Of course he does. It's 10-5 for Dignitas. What a half. Util goes down, flashes go over, counting Util from Freiburg. Will try to assist his teammates. Second one also comes down. Basher's going to get blinded back. Heap still picked up. Lecro out in the open of the bomb site, eventually taken him out by Wolfie, with Manx following suit on Freiburg. So 3v2. xtatic have the man advantage. Dignitas.
Holzerk out from CT, needs to get that synchronization on with Forest.
Leaning in for Wolfie. Holzerk spots him, takes his head off his shoulders. Forest follows suit on Manx. Last man left out to back. Dark Forest gets caught off for it. Diffuse being stuck by Holzerk. Dafu hitting the wrong bullet in the wrong place as he eventually catches his kill and catches the round for xtatic.
Basher's got a gap at that right-hand side, so if any of the CTs from spawn start overextending into the bomb site, he's going to catch him.
There's the spray, there's the kill. Holzerk to drop, smokes down at Coffins and Cross once again. It's a boost up from the CT side. A fourth player might even join them. Freiburg peeking out ahead of the smokes, catching Basher for damage being done, doing even more so to the two players behind him. Lecro can capitalize, so can Heap. Oh, it's all falling apart for xtatic. Dafu, Mac 10 versus 3, bomb drop, 17 seconds. He knows he's done. Alongside Dafu, but the bomb will get planted here. This one's much better for the economical state of xtatic. Can they go for the win? AK swings out. Heap gets 2 kills. Wolfie with a trade back, and the AK's in the hands of Manx now. M4 for Wolfie. 2v3. AK watching for Freiburg. Could line up several picks, but can't get either of them involved. Wolfie will fall. Manx makes it expensive, but it's still around for Dig. Looking very dicey for them. Holzer leaning forward into brackets. Opponents make their way in. Fasher somehow gets past him. Forest can at least get the kill alongside Holzer with the kill found. 2 more left into brackets. One of them's going to get cleaned up. Wolfie won't last long either. And Dafu out of the apartments will get dropped to 9 HP in the 1v4. On for the ace clutch. He's found at least one of them. But 3 more to get is a borderline impossible task, and indeed it will be made impossible permanently by Lecro. 15-6, map and match point and qualification.
Trying to make some level of aspect of pace towards the top of banana position, scramble the offensive, and for Freiburg, he might get caught off.
Bird from Sky caught back by Heap instead. 3 left standing now for xtatic. 1 man in Manx left to the lurk. The 2 players of Wolfie and Bash will be the big concern, though. He does get Forest, but now the action comes in towards that B site. Freiburg caught back by Thatcher. He was thinking of a rotation, so it will be a 3 versus 3. A bomb plant can be secured, but these 2 players on the site have got a lot of work to do, and he reads Thatcher so well. Hair's breadth away from getting control of this series. Wolfie turning away from the smokes. Time ticked fiery far down. 1 dark, 1 coffins, 1 entrance towards banana. CTs are only making their moves in now. Kills found on Wolfie and Max. That will seal it. Holzerk at least gets away with 1. Wolfie looking for the exit. I might even see all players going up here. But Wolfie gets the exit and holds control for xtatic. They maintain their lives. Waiting for a play from Bird from Sky and Manx to form up. The M4 doesn't get caught quick switching here. Heaver's got to line up the kills and he only gets damage. Manx credited with the opener. Headshot found. Freiburg smoke got to go down to suppress him. He might even looking for a kill of his own. No, Basher domes him the same. 5v3 gain. Dignitas forced to save.
It must have been the information with the AWP just realizing that there was a player up onto the half wall. Notice how they're not getting the bomb down straight away, Jay, because they want to hunt. They want to give themselves some more time to work with to
try and force them to an awkward economical position and try and deny any sort of potential when it comes to a buyback. Forest and Holzerk will get a couple of trades here. So at least there's that. AKs can also get picked up unless they deny them. Want to be careful with their own economy state here on the T-side line. They do grab that AK for Forest. Utility thrown over as Holzerk's AWP does lose to the hands of Wolfie. So Forest left alone, held in the corner of the site. Molotovs against him should lead to his demise soon. And indeed, it's Dafu that gets credited with the kill. Apartments.
Apps Pop looks to be coming through. Lecro hitting them head on.
It's going to be interesting. He doesn't get away with a kill, just damage under Dafu. Forest has Freiburg, the dynamic duo, the veteran duo of Dignitas. Now to hold down the A site. Freiburg gets away with one. Forest doubles up himself. It's a 3v2. XXTATIC, one crucial mistake could cost them. Wolf is trying to buy an opportunity back as Bird from Sky works in from long. Ahead of the Moto smoke. Is Freiburg ready for it? No, he's not. Adjustment there. Forest needs to get hunted, but now Hallzerk has rotated to position. Flash forward. Forest caught out. Hallzerk with a pick. Wolf has been seen. He gets one trade, but Forest holds it down.